today I want to go over the Moonchild Tarot and Starchild Tarot. These are really popular right now, obviously, and they came out about 3 years ago or so, and people wanted them, but it was kind of a slow journey to where they are now, where it's really hard to get them because of the printing and COVID problem, like at printers, you know. And so I saved money and decided to get them because who knows if we'll be able to get them in the future. And I know that they're really like client friendly, as in not reading friendly, but clients really like how they look. And they're very modern and pink. And so I have the Work Your Light Oracle, and that's a hit with the customers. So I thought I would get these two. And since a lot of people don't have them and don't know if they want to spend a lot of money getting them, I'm going to show you each card from each deck so you can know what to expect. The Moonchild came out first. This is what it has inside the You Are the Dance of Light and Shadow. And it has the Egyptian queen inside. So this is the back. It's Egyptian. It looks really cool. The cards are thick, very thick, and as you can see, the deck is really thick. It has matte gold gilding on it. It's pearlescent, I guess you could say, but it feels matte, and it's very heavy. It's hard to shuffle, like, as in it goes through to each other, but then when you try to put it back together, my hands are actually kind of too small. I don't mind though, because I like having cards that are big for the customers to read. So especially if I'm doing a night festival or something like that. So this is the deck, and hopefully you guys can see it well enough. This is the Page of Cups. Actually, what I think I'll do is I'll just go through each page or each card and let you look at it, and I'll hold it, and I'll tell you why I want to start my own Watts Family Murders channel. So for a long time now, I've been thinking and studying, learning, talking to other people, reading the discovery, just becoming totally immersed and obsessed with this case. And some people don't want to be part of it, and I understand that. Giving more attention to this man is not a good idea, because someone like him doesn't deserve to have attention that's positive, or interest, in other words. But I wanted to join because I want my voice to be heard. I don't know if I'm organized enough to do this. I don't know, I've never done a live before or anything like that, and I know with Chris Watts stuff, being involved with the community is important to continue on. I don't know if I care about getting a lot of views or being known, but I want to make sure that I do the channel correctly. I don't know if I will be able to do that or not, because I post sporadically, and sometimes I'm just doing other things, or I'm not inspired. I'm not gonna just I'm only gonna post when I feel inspired and I have stuff that I think is good enough to talk about. I'm not one of those that can do one a week or one a day or two a day or something. I just do what I feel like at the time, and that means people can't count on me to go see my videos, and maybe that means no one will watch this Chris Watts thing. But having a channel that is dedicated to that case would make me feel better because I know that I would be using everything I have to help solve the mystery and the giant question of what has happened. I really, really care about this case. Number one, because I believe justice has not been served. Number two, because I don't know if justice will be served. I don't know if the cops are working on it still or not, unofficially. I hear on YouTube all these different people saying all these different things and getting really, really, really passionate about it. And I understand why. It's because I think as a group here, we're outraged. We're outraged that, and in light of the Scott Peterson turnaround too yesterday, or 3 days ago, I think we're just incensed that someone like Chris Watts, or anyone in general, can plead out and not have to say anything that happened, and then be allowed to twice afterwards give accounts that could be false or not, without any new polygraph, without any explanation from the police. This has never happened in the last century. It really hasn't happened the last 100 years. And whatever's going on in this case, it's hidden from us public. Yeah, sure, we have the discovery in part. Yes, we have the videos in part. Yes, we have the people that know them talk about their encounters, what they believe. We can talk amongst ourselves. We can have police talk to us. We can have criminal psychologists talk. But the problem is, none of us is near the truth because we're not allowed to know if we're right or not. And we're not allowed because he is allowed to get special privileges while lying to the public. He's not being penalized for anything he does that's wrong. And he was given immunity in a way. He's in a prison that he lives in a pod with 20 other guys. And he doesn't have to, he gets to have TV, he gets to go to classes, he's a janitor, he gets to do all these different things. And it's not fair because he killed 4 people, and people that have stole have gotten killed, have gotten the death penalty. And look at him up there. Why is he getting this special treatment? Why is he allowed to do things other criminals aren't allowed to do? Why is his girlfriend allowed to say whatever she wants, even if it's a lying or not? And why is there so much victim blaming in this case? Some of you hopefully believe this, that this is important, because I really do have a burning curiosity to know, but I feel angry that we have been, I feel like as the general public, we've been duped. We've been lied to about this case, and many believe maybe you can't know the truth. Maybe we can't ever know 100%, and we'll just be spinning our wheels in the dust. Nothing will get done. We'll never learn anything. But I want to try. I think it's really important to try. I don't know why I feel so strongly about this case, but I do know in part it is because I feel like there has not been justice for anyone involved. For either of the families, for the friends, for the 4 that were killed, or for him, or for Nikki Kessinger. I want them to pay for what they've done. And I want people to know exactly what they've done. I don't want us to have to worry and guess about this anymore. For some reason, it has touched our lives, even though it is someone we've never known. It's just like other cases that are tried on in the public eye, but there's something different where we have been cheated. We haven't got what we deserve as North American United States citizens. If they can lie, if the government / lawyers / police can lie and withhold information about this case, it means it will continue to happen, and soon there will not be justice to be had. I really do believe that. And the only voice I have is on YouTube that's public. I'm really glad we have YouTube, and yes, there's problems with it, and who knows how many people are gonna get mad at things I say, but if I can get a hold of one policeman listening that was part of this, or one friend, and they believe something I say is important, and they go and do something about it, maybe justice will be served. I don't know if I'll be changing this channel to be a Watts channel, or if I'll be making a new one. Obviously, you can tell I really like tarot, and that's my job, but also I'm into true crime. It's just that for some reason, this case has consumed me. I know other people feel this way, and it would be good to connect with them. But there are some things I believe that a lot of the big names in this niche market, I guess you could say, do not agree with me. They're not going to like what I have to say. And they are very well qualified, and I'm just a person talking. I'm a theologian who does tarot, you know. I have some different experiences in life that could cause me to know about people per se, but I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not a psychiatrist and all that kind of thing. The things I'm going to be saying I'm not a journalist. I'm just going to be a regular person talking about this case, trying to help and do the best I can. I don't know if it's right or not to do this as far as how I will handle it. I don't know how my mental health will take this, because as I've heard, and you probably have heard from so many opinion-based YouTube channels, the people that run it, it's really, really emotionally draining and involves a lot to wrestle with and deal with the people that do not believe what you say and want to stop you. I could just take no comments and don't do any lives, but I don't really understand how that works and still get views. This channel I made not because I wanted to be on YouTube, it was because I wanted to get more customers, and I moved to a different area, so I wanted to see if I could get some talk about me generated and get some people interested. Instead of that, more, I've been talking to people about true crime, and I've been really, this is my favorite, the High Priestess. She looks awesome, doesn't she? I love it. I forget what I was saying, but for whatever reason, see the book here? I really, really care now about the true crime community things. I don't want to be in the true crime community because it's very divisive and scary and people hate each other. But I do want to be able to help. And if I dedicate my channel to one big topic, one big case that I care about a lot. It means that I can get to be an expert about that over time, gathering so much information, instead of just having a bunch of different ones that I want people to pay attention to. I still want to read for some missing people. That's important. And I know that you would understand that the missing sometimes need a voice, and if I can help them, that's good. I'm not going to call the police. I feel like if someone is meant to see my video and it helps, then that's how it's supposed to go. I really do believe that things come to you exactly when you need it, and you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. But I do worry about people attacking me online and not liking what I say about the Chris Watts and Shanann Watts case. Because I'm on Shanann's side. If you want to call it sides, I'm on her side. And I'm against Nicole Kessinger, and I'm against Chris Watts. The women that love Chris hate the women who do not. And they try to silence, I've noticed, on YouTube. But can I do this well? I don't know. I'm not going to be reading probably about the Watts case, like tarot reading. I'm probably going to be doing an actual true crime channel. There's a lot of people I admire that talk about Chris Watts, and there's a lot of people that I do not admire. And there's a lot of people in the middle. Most of the people are in the middle. I don't know if I want to ask for help. I think I just want to do this by myself and not be affiliated with anyone, because I'm not good at being political. I just want to find the facts and then put them together in a way that will cause other people and myself to believe something that's true. And so in the end, we'll know exactly what happened, or we'll be able to push people into action in the police. YouTube is a secretive place, even though you're putting yourself out there in the public speaking, because you can, even though you can't hide who you are, like, you can hide some aspects of yourself, and it's better to do that sometimes, because you don't want the general public to know everything about you. And I like keeping myself out of this channel, because what I care about is the missing people and tarot. Just like most tarot people, I like crystals, I like cats, that kind of thing. I love nature. I'm not much different than other people that like these kind of things. I'm not much different from other true crime people. I love classic literature. Crime stories are my passion. ID was where I started becoming obsessed. So obviously, I will have some friends liking this. And one of my friends, Marcy, she says she listens to me no matter what the video is. She just likes to listen, and I think that's really cool. I feel good about that. Just put me on and listen. That's so cool. I know my voice doesn't sound, it doesn't sound like the people that there's an acronym for it. The people that are speak into a microphone and make people fall asleep. I'm not that person. But I do know a lot about reading tarot, and I'm really good at it. And I don't say that to brag or anything. I'm saying it because it's the truth. For whatever reason, when I started doing this, it was immediately I could do it like perfect. And I've messed up 3 times very badly, and it was one of the times it was for a friend, and it got really muddy. And right now I'm trying to figure out how to read for friends. That's something that is hard for me, because I do not want to put a bias in it, and I don't want to say things out loud that they won't understand what I meant, and then they think it's wrong, and then everything happens. Because I've lost a friend over that kind of thing. Maybe it was a good thing, I don't know, but I want to be able to help my friends too. But as for now, I help acquaintances and like regular friends, but not close friends or family. I just can't read for them. I don't know if other people feel that way. Most people that I talk to feel like they're totally fine to read for themselves and others. I feel like I can read for myself for the most part, but I really want to try harder to learn that part. But other than that, I feel like any stranger that would come to me, I would be able to help them, and it would totally be okay. So this is the Starchild. I wanted to get the non-borders, but I couldn't find it, and I've been looking for quite a while, so I just got this one. And it has the pretty box. Oh, where'd it go? It has this pretty box. I wanted to get the turquoise box with the turquoise sky, but I couldn't find that either. I know I could wait, and I kept waiting for months and months, but I decided to just buy it. And I've never trimmed a deck, and I want to try, but I shake a lot, so I don't know if I should do that. But I feel like it would look a lot better if there was just the bottom. I love that dress. Isn't it great? I'm glad this lady decided to help with tarot. I don't know if she reads, but she's definitely putting together some fun decks for us. So anyway, if you want to leave a comment about if you think that I should or should not start a Watts Family Murders channel, yeah, go ahead and let me know, because this is just something I can't let it go. I can't let it go. I need to move forward. I need to figure it out. Some days I'm sick of it and I don't care, and it just goes away for a few days, but for the most part, every day I wake up and look forward to learning more about it, and I read more about it and listen to more people and try to figure out stuff. If I lived in Denver, I have some family there, but if I lived there, I would be really bothering the police a lot. I feel like if you bother them in person, it's a lot better than on the phone. They can put you off on the phone and online, but if you go bother them in person and keep showing up and asking questions, then eventually you'll find one of them who will help and becomes your friend. Because I'm sure a lot of the police do not believe him. I'm sure a lot of the police do not believe Nicole. And there's another thing too. It's ruined Nicole Atkinson's life. She has cancer now. She's Shanann's best friend through Thrive around that area. And they really got close because she was a hairdresser, and when Sandy, Shanann's mom, came to live up there, she got a job got a chair under Nicole. And so that's how Shanann and Nicole met. And it's really horrible to listen to her talk on her channel about how her life is now and how the things that Chris did have pretty much shattered her self-image, really. And it's not right to let him continue to do it and continue to give false statements and false confessions and put them out there for everyone to know, because that's going to hurt her more. And think about Shanann's parents. It's just crazy. And the fact that so many people are trying to protect NK is kind of disgusting to me. What happened to the mistress is usually bad? That's actually a true thing. I don't think she should be given a pass just because he lied to her maybe once or twice. Me personally, I think they were total partners this whole way. And she's just like him, for the most part. There's some differences, but they both have a lot of social problems. And their emotions are not normal. They found each other just like a lot of other criminal duos and did this. And just like a lot of other criminal duos, one's in jail and one's not. Why is no one understanding that? Why do people think because she's not in jail that she's innocent? There obviously wasn't enough to convict her. All we can hope is that people are being mean to her wherever she is because she deserves it, and that the police are still looking into her. It's true I don't like her. If I met her, I wouldn't like her. That I know I have a bias, but the fact is that I do not understand why so many women, especially middle-aged women who usually hate the mistress, are so in love with this couple and want them to be safe, and they blame everything on Shanann. Shanann had OCD and lupus. She was very high maintenance. She was an awesome business person, as in sales. I don't know about money-wise, but she did a lot of good for her community. She helped a lot of people. She believed in what she was doing. She was a great mom, and a lot of people say the best mom that they know, even though she was helicopter mom. And how can a woman like that be shoved aside, especially her being killed when she was pregnant? And NK, a person who probably has a mental illness that she has not taken medicine for and has ignored, and hurt everyone around her, and only had a few friends that could put up with her and stand her personality because of how she so selfish and immature. How can someone choose her over Shanann? How could he have? And obviously there's a reason why. It's because they go together, as in they both have really bad problems that are kind of similar. But Shanann genuinely loved him. She genuinely loved her children, and she tried harder than most to make a living. Why would someone want to negate that? And yet, the loudest voice on YouTube about this case are middle-aged white women who hate her. This is a very odd card with the face and stuff, because the hair is going over her chin and it looks like she has a goat beard. It's really odd. That's like the weirdest tower card I've ever seen. And she's been like pushed way over here instead of just falling down. I don't get it. But it still looks cool, but it's just weird. And it's also, if I do this channel, I don't want to know other people's opinions. I just want to put out what I'm going to say, and then we'll have discussion times, but I don't want comments, because there's no reason to comment and do everything all piecemeal when it could all be done at once in a live, and people can help each other without having and be able to clarify what they're saying. Is there any way that this could happen? Is there any way I can have a successful YouTube channel about the case? I don't know. I do want to try, but since I'm not I just don't know. I would be interested in knowing how many of you care about that case and also think something fishy's going on. One of the biggest conundrums is what kind of mind Chris has, and if he's a narcissist or not, and is he feeble-minded or smart. Those are big questions everyone's talking about right now, and I want to be in that conversation. I might have insight that will help. There's so many voices on this, but why not join? I could just be in other people's chats, but I'd like everything to be more accessible. I hate social media 100%. I wish it didn't exist. I know that it has helped a lot of people do business, and even for me it has. But it isn't worth it to me. YouTube, on the other hand, it gives a platform, a free channel, just like old cable used to do, for anyone that can, to say what they want and meet new people, to express themselves in a way that is totally what you want to do. On Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc., you have to make things within their formula, within their constraints. And a lot of times, I don't feel like I could say anything on those forums, or in those forums. I don't feel like that's me. That's pretty neat, isn't it? So another thing I wanted to do with these decks is I wanted to put them together and be able to interchange them however I wanted, because they are the same size, but because of the borders, they won't look like they came from the same deck when I put them out in front of the clients. So I guess I can't do that now. But I was wondering if you, the looker on, which one you like better. I can't decide at this point, but I feel like I want to pick and choose which ones to put in, because they look the same style, and then just make my own deck with it. But I can't because of the things. Maybe I just can, and who cares, but I don't know if I want to do that. I'll think about it. Does anyone else have this deck, and what do they think? I've not read with this yet. I just got both of them. My friend Bethany has kindly volunteered to let me practice reading my friends, and I'm going to use these two decks, which are new, and she thinks they're pretty, so we'll see what happens. I'm doing a lot better with Oracle, which is good. Most people seem to want to start with Oracle, I've noticed, but for me, I want exact knowledge. I want to know 100% what I'm doing when I'm talking to someone. And I'm not a visionary person. I don't get visions. I don't have a healing touch. I'm not a Reiki master or anything like that. I'm a teacher, and I tell the truth. And I try to get people to change their lives. I also warn them, etc. So I'm just the traditional tarot reader, the old time style, I guess you could say. I'm not a modern one that is more about healing as far as Oracle is concerned. I know someone named Sunny who's really good at that. And it's really neat to watch people who are good at that work. But I feel like the cards are mine. The tarot is mine. And I don't feel bad that I'm not a healer or anything, because I'm doing it this way. Isn't that great? See how thick they are? That kind of looks like Christian crosses on Skull Hill, Golgotha. Now, I'm assuming Danielle Noel, who made these pictures, she used her friends, and that's pretty cool. I would love to do that. And make my own deck. I have a few ideas. I wish I did have more exposure, obviously, to get more clients. Everyone does. But I'm just so bad at online. Because I don't like it. Other people force themselves to do it. And they work hard. And that's how they get something done. But for me, that's also true. Of course, I have to do that too. But things just happen or they don't for me because I have to exist in the moment to survive, and other people don't. They can plan. If I plan, I cannot handle doing it. It has to be I just do it or I don't do it. It doesn't mean I'm not getting all the information while I'm into it, because I'm obsessed with it for like a few days or whatever. But I think maybe you would understand. I don't know. I'm not an addict, a person that follows the AA rules and lives every day, one day at a time. But I do kind of live like that. Pretty unicorn. When I was younger, unicorns were my favorite thing. Isn't that neat with all the black kitties? And her face is all like, why are you getting me up? I was sleeping. And that's that extra card, the Starseed. It means the Fool, probably, but, you know. So that's been the decks, and I told you some things about what I want to do. Let me know if you have any ideas, and I'll talk to you later.